Hi guys, it's us again. I'm Jack.
And I'm Harry.
And we're first year electrical apprentices with British Steel and we're based on the Scunthorpe site. We're going to be answering a few more questions now. For those of you who missed the first live stream, it is on the page, so if you just scroll down and watch that through as well. So, if you want to start with your questions,
Yeah,
Harry?
so we've been asked some more questions. Another question was, how often do apprentices attend college or training sessions? So like I said earlier, we don't attend college at all. It's all based out on site, and we do 2.5 days workshop, 2.5 days in the classroom. And in the classroom we always do our units like health and safety and business and all that sort of stuff, testing, because we're from the electrical side of it. And we also do bits of instrumentation as well, because we're going into that sort of area as well within our trade.
Yeah, one thing I'd answer that, health and safety is a massive part of what we do on site. It's got a lot of stigmatism with it in the media, but it is very, very important for everything you do, especially in the steel industry, which is dangerous if you don't take care of what you're doing. So it is a big part for every unit, and it's a mandatory unit as well.
Yeah, it's mandatory units too.
You do have to pass that to pass your apprenticeship, so that's something to take into consideration. So one that we've got through, what holidays do I get as an apprentice? You are entitled as an apprentice here to get 35 days paid leave a year. Your first year is set dates. You don't get to choose the holidays, unfortunately. This is just because there's so much theory going on. If we have people everywhere taking off short holidays, you won't be able to go back and recover the material you've covered already. So it's just standardised. It's loosely based around half terms and the academic holidays, but you don't get every single one off, but it is quite a few of them off, and you get paid for them as well, which is nice.
Yeah, so I've been asked another question. So does an apprenticeship allow me to progress with my career? So like I said earlier, I'm 16 and I'm just like come from school, didn't know anything about electrical engineering. My instructors have taught me everything these past 6 months I've been here, learning new stuff every day. And if I keep learning stuff, it's going to progress my career because I'm going to get a job out of it at the end. So it means I'm going to have a full-time job. I'm doing 8 till 4 every day, apart from Friday till 3, learning new stuff, going to get a job out of it. It's got my career as well. So yeah, everything's good.
Yep. We've been asked, what is the average age of the other apprentices? So this current intake, I can vouch for, we've got a really big range of ages. We've got people they were 15 when they started, 15, 16.
16, yeah.
16 when they started. And we've got, the eldest is 26.
26, 27, yeah. So we've got a wide range of people really from different backgrounds.
I think the average is around about 17, 18 is the average. There's a lot of people there. So quite a few of them when they start they can't drive yet. And so you don't have to worry about being in a group of much older people. There will be people of your age for you to socialise with, and most of us just get along anyway. So you don't have to worry about that.
Also, based on that, people were saying, is there an age limit to this apprenticeship? And no, there isn't. Like, as soon as you've left school like me, you can try to get your apprenticeship opportunity. It's a great way to start your future life and your career. And then, even if you're older than me or whatever, yeah, you can still come into it and get a job out of it as well, if you want to change careers.
Right, and so are apprenticeships well regarded amongst other employers? Nowadays, yes. I know definitely when I was going through school 4 years ago, apprentices and apprenticeships were largely, they wouldn't necessarily looked down upon, but you were very much forced down the university route. Nowadays, they're getting more and more popular because employers are looking for more practical skills as opposed to necessarily your name on a piece of paper. So we get taught the theory side of it as well as the practical side. So we can actually go into the job and start off the bat and we know what we're doing. The British Steel Apprenticeship as well is highly regarded. We have other local companies come to us
for the training,
have the same training as us as well. They get exactly the same qualification and they can put on the CV they trained with us at British Steel. That's a big thing when you go out into the wilderness, that is, other jobs. People do recognise British Steel as a good brand to go with as well.
Yeah, like Jack just said, everything, all the training here is done obviously on site, and he said it's one of the best trainings throughout like Northern Lincolnshire and obviously other companies. So at the minute I'm working alongside people from Jacobs and from college, and we just talk to each other, find out different things about each other. We all have different backgrounds, where we come from before, and like I say, learn new stuff every day. So it's great.
Mm-hmm. So, what would a typical week be like as an apprentice? A typical week, I can definitely say for us, is largely the same for everyone. It's Monday to Friday, 8 till 4 p.m. On Friday, you do get an hour off early. You get Friday finish at 3 p.m. You get your breaks, your half an hour dinner and 2 quarter-hour breaks. But for us, our Mondays are split up. We've got half of the day in workshop, half the day doing maths and electrical studies. Tuesday and Wednesday are all practical days where you do your practical units, and you can also write up job reports. Thursday is an entire theory day, and we also have day release from several local companies come in just to do the theory side of things. And then Friday, it's part workshop and part portfolio building, where it's dedicated to you doing portfolio work for your reports. So there is a lot of time split apart for different things, and later on in the year, some of that time is taken up for your exams, because that links it with another one that we've got, which is, are there exams? Yes, it's an apprenticeship, and it's quite a lot of job-based, but there are exams that you have to do to get the qualifications. So if you're thinking you're getting out of doing lots of writing, think again.
Basically,
yeah, definitely. Most of it's on computers, and there's quite a lot of multiple choice, but there are exams. You don't have to worry about them. You've got plenty of preparation for that, so don't be put off by it.
Yeah, go for it. Also, like, on some of the Fridays throughout the month, you have like days where we look back on the month and what's happened. What we call it safety workshop sort of thing. Where at the end of every month we'll get called in all together, see what's happened throughout that month, what can be improved, and how to make things better. And like we said earlier, the company we're with now, everything's building up. It's positive now, especially from the old companies. We're all going up in the world, and we're proud to be working with British Steel, basically.
So with the exams again, how are we moderated? So that ties back to the exam question, really. So there are exams. There's also units that you have to complete. From an electrical side, we've got, for example, we've got one unit which is our unit 15, which is the QETA unit that we do. That covers things from electrical inspection and testing, which is all theory we need to do. Then at the end of the year, there's a practical exam based on that theory that we have to complete in order to get the apprenticeship, as well as health and safety. It's a business unit, which is business improvement and new techniques with companies. And then your job reports are marked as well.
Yeah.
They get criteria that you have to claim.
Yeah. Yeah, I've covered most of the things that I want to cover anyway, so yeah.
So one final point is non-local apprentices, because we do talk a lot about Scunthorpe site, because that's where we're based. There are other opportunities at other sites across the UK, such as Teesside, but there's a lot more information on that than probably you can give on the British Steel website. So you go into there, go into the apprentices and the career section, and that will cover all that. For those of you that want to work at Scunthorpe site but don't live in Scunthorpe, there is a bus goes to Grimsby and collects a lot of apprentices, and the tutors are very flexible, and if you need help by any means getting into work or anything like that, they will sort you out for it. There's plenty of support for that. So that's everything that we've got through at the minute. So as far as we're concerned, I think that's everything that we can answer tonight. If you have any more questions, I'm sure someone along the line will probably answer them as well. It's apprenticeship week all week, so everyone will try their best to finish those off. And like I said before, if you haven't seen the first video we did and you've still got some questions, watch that first, because it might have been answered there. So from both of us, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Cheers. Thanks. Bye.